Altis, 167 miles of grueling victories and devastating defeats. Desperation and hope. Darkness and wonder. And you have been dropped right in the middle of it all. Welcome to Exile. Hello and welcome. This will be a beginner's guide to Exile PvE. I will try and make this guide as broad as possible, as not all Exile servers are the same. We will cover the basics, from spawning to looting to your first mission.
Okay. Hello? Voice in my head? Yeah, I've been playing this for way too long. I think I'm going crazy.
No, I'm not in your head. You're not that crazy. Just yet. I'm the narrator. Well, first things first. You are a new player, right? Maybe you should check your XM8. The XM8, also known as XM8, is probably the most important item to have in your inventory, as it provides access to critical in-game functions. You can use it to connect with other players or friends using the mobile 8G network. When you start the XM8 in Exile for the very first time, the 8G network is disabled. To switch the 8G network on, open the Settings app and toggle the respective option. Your XM8 will remember that setting, so you do not have to enable it again at a later point. Be aware that while your 8G network is online, other players will be able to see you in the 8G network tab and invite you to parties. You can also check your tabs and respect points, as well as other functions such as view distance, crafting recipes, and more. Also, if you're feeling especially suicidal and have no transport, you can spawn a quad bike. And not forgetting the most important part, the rules. Always read them before you continue your journey, as a ban often offends.
Well, look at the big brain on the announcer. Alright, smartass, what now?
Well, if I were you and not a disembodied voice, I would run.
Yeah, I think you're right. Time to get the hell out of Dodge. Okay, so we are clear of
the mission and the city. So, what would be our first thing to do? Since we're new on the server, we have no equipment. So, but the first thing we really should be doing is getting out of sight. That is what we want to do. Because we need to check our map and find out where the hell we are and where we need to go. So let's find somewhere quiet. So do. Alright. So let's look. Right, there's Cavallo where we started, and the town invasion. We have a deranged doctor's mission south of us. Now, what we need is to find a good looting area. Unfortunately, there is nothing around here at all. Because don't forget, you have to pick up all the loot and then you have to transport it to a trader to sell it. And we have no trader here. In fact, the closest trader I would say is up here. And it's not one of the best ones. So that's a long trip just for looting. Ideally, we want to be here, around this area. And ideally, we want military bases. I've seen so many people start playing the game and they are running around cities like this looking for loot and they're not finding anything and they get frustrated. Well, here's the thing. The loot you're looking for is not in the towns. That's basic loot. That's the only thing you'll find there. The stuff we want, weapons, vests, big backpacks, all that kind of stuff you need. That's all in the military bases. So, we need to respawn. And seeing as we have nothing anyway, we can just do that.
Okay, so press escape. And kill myself. There we go. Yes.
That was an overly dramatic death, don't you think?
Yeah, it was a bit. Press escape again. Respawn. And here we are at the spawn screen. So, since we're here, let's take a look at some of the other features such as the map icons. There's pop tab here that shows you where the traders are. As you can see, there's one here, one up here, one down here. The pacifier or dummy, depending on what country you're from, they represent your spawn points. As you can see, we've got quite a few. Now, this concrete mixer shows you where areas where there's a concrete mixer and a workbench for crafting. In my opinion, you really don't need to bother with this too much. It's a lot easier and simpler just to make one yourself. Just stick it at your own base. So these things are kind of redundant, really. So what else? There is these as well, just to keep this in mind. Any town marked with these diamonds are actively being invaded by AI. And as such, they are considered a mission and they should be claimed just like any other mission. Also, you might want to watch where you step, as they tend to use landmines. So there's that. So we're still looking for the military base. So my go-to is usually Prygos here, mainly because the military base is right here. And then it's just a straight shot to the trader up here. So let's do that. Okay, you got Halo and Ground. Halo is where they basically just strap a parachute to your back and then throw you out of a plane. I'm not too fond of that, so I'm just going to go with Ground. Okay, we are here. But just like before, I'm going to find a bit of cover because I need to check the map and I don't want to be standing in the middle of the street doing that. So here's the military base here. I'm down here. Now, there's a heli crash there, but it's not worth going for that right now. So if you want to know what the distance is between you and the target, and this is also very handy if you're in combat as well. You need to find the distance between the 2 points. Hold down Shift and left click. And it puts that dot there. And now it shows you the distance and where to go. So very handy to know what the range is about things like that. So let's see if we can get out of here and head towards. Oh, a car. Oh, which one? Off-road. Most towns will have around 2 to 3 cars lying around. If it's a choice, always take the off-road because it's pretty fast, and you could be able to carry a box in it from a mission. But keep in mind, these spawn vehicles here, if they don't have a code to lock them, then they most likely will despawn at the restart. So this is also going to be incredibly loud. So if you hit tab, it will show you some extra keys there. So XM8, earplugs, holstering a weapon is 4, all this kind of stuff. The one I want is earplugs, so I'm going to hit 5, and suddenly everything is nice and quiet. Now I wouldn't recommend using these during combat, because you want to hear the AI sneaking up behind you. So here we go. Oh, doesn't look like anybody's come around here and looted. Doors are still locked. Well, closed anyway. Not that it would have mattered even if somebody had come around here and looted it already. It's these things will normally respawn all their loots every 5 minutes or so anyway. So if you come in here, you see, as you see here, let's see nothing. Just give it a minute or 2. Just wander around, and they will respawn eventually. Calling me a liar. Okay, so I'm not going to make you watch me loot every one of these things, because that would be incredibly boring. And I'm boring enough as it is. So I'll see you in a moment.
Oh, thank God. I can just fast forward through this part.
I heard that.